Most people think starting a company in Fiji is complicated, slow, and only possible if you already understand legal systems or have a consultant guiding you. And because of that belief, they never even try. But here's the truth no one tells you. The process is actually very structured, and once you understand the exact steps, you can legally register a company in Fiji much faster than expected. But here's the real problem. Most delays don't happen because the system is difficult. They happen because people choose the wrong business structure, or miss small but important compliance steps at the beginning. So in this video, you are going to learn the complete step-by-step process to start a company in Fiji in 2026. And stay with me, because in a few minutes I'll show you the one mistake that causes most applications to get delayed or rejected without the applicant even realizing it. Now let's begin from the foundation. Before you register anything in Fiji, you need to understand the business structures available. This is where most beginners make their first mistake, and that mistake can affect taxes, liability, banking approval, and long-term growth. In Fiji, the most common business structures are sole traders, partnerships, and private companies, limited by shares. Each structure has a different purpose depending on what you want to build. Let's simplify this. If someone like John in Suva wants to open a small local bakery or retail shop, a sole trader structure might be enough. It is simple and quick to register. But here's the downside. There is no separation between personal and business liability. If the business runs into debt, John is personally responsible. Now imagine someone like Alex, who wants to start an online business serving clients in Australia, the US, or Europe. In that case, a private limited company makes more sense because it separates personal assets from business risk and adds credibility when dealing with banks and international clients. Now here's where it gets interesting. In a minute I'll show you how choosing the wrong structure can quietly block your ability to open a business bank account, even if your company is fully registered. Now let's move to the first official step. Step 1 is choosing and reserving your company name. In Fiji, company registration is handled by the Registrar of Companies under the Ministry of Justice. Your company name must be unique, and cannot be identical or too similar to an existing business. So the process starts with a name search. You submit your proposed name, and the registry checks availability. If approved, the name is reserved for a specific period while you complete incorporation. Now here's a mistake many beginners make. They rush this step and choose names without thinking about branding or international appeal. For example, a name that sounds fine locally might not build trust with overseas clients or banking institutions later. And here's a retention moment for you. In a few minutes I'll show you how your company name can influence bank approval and even payment processor acceptance if you plan to operate internationally. Now once your name is reserved, you move to incorporation. This is where your company becomes a legal entity. To incorporate a company in Fiji, you need to prepare official documents. These usually include the company constitution or memorandum and articles of association, details of directors and shareholders, a registered office address, and your share structure. Let's break that down simply. Your constitution defines how your company operates. It includes your business purpose, internal rules, and governance structure. Your directors are the people responsible for managing the company. In small businesses, this is often just the founder. Your shareholders are the owners of the company. If you own everything, you are the sole shareholder. Your registered office is the official legal address in Fiji where government communication is sent. Now here's where most people struggle. They think incorporation requires complex legal drafting or expensive lawyers. But in reality, most standard companies follow predefined templates. The real challenge is accuracy and completeness. But here's the catch. Even small errors like incorrect names, missing identification documents, or inconsistent addresses can delay approval significantly. And this is where many applicants lose time without realizing it. The system is not overly complex. It is detail sensitive. Now, let's move forward. In Fiji, you may also need to work with a legal professional or authorized filing agent depending on your company type. This helps ensure documents meet compliance requirements before submission. Now here's where it gets interesting. Many beginners try to save money by skipping professional help. But incorrect filings often cause longer delays, which end up costing more in the long run. So accuracy is more important than speed. Now, once your documents are ready, they are submitted to the Registrar of Companies. If everything is correct, your company is approved, and you receive your certificate of incorporation. This is the official legal proof that your company exists in Fiji. Now pause here for a second, because this is important. At this stage, many people believe they are ready to start operating immediately. But they are missing key steps required for banking, tax compliance, and full legal operation. And in a moment, I'll show you what happens if you try to open a bank account without completing those steps properly. Now let's talk about taxation. In Fiji, companies are required to register with the Fiji Revenue and Customs Service. This gives you a tax identification number, which is required for all business activity. Corporate tax applies depending on your income and structure. Businesses operating above certain thresholds may also need to register for VAT, which is value-added tax. Now here's where beginners get confused. They think tax registration can wait until the business grows. But in reality, tax registration is required early in the process if you are actively trading or planning to operate. So timing matters a lot here. Now let's add another layer. If you plan to hire employees in Fiji, you must also register for Social Security contributions and comply with employment regulations. This ensures proper contributions for employee benefits. Now here's a curiosity loop. In a few minutes, I'll show you how skipping employee registration can create legal and financial problems, even if you only hire one part-time worker. Now let's talk about something very practical. Your business bank account. Once your company is incorporated, you need a corporate bank account to operate professionally. Banks will require incorporation documents, tax registration details, identification of directors, and proof of business activity. Now here's the problem many entrepreneurs face. They assume registration guarantees bank approval. But banks follow strict compliance rules. If your business model is unclear or documentation is inconsistent, your application can be delayed or rejected. Let's make this real. Imagine Alex opens a digital consulting company in Fiji. If Alex cannot clearly explain how clients are acquired, how payments are received, and what services are provided, the bank may hesitate. So clarity is more important than complexity. Now let's move into licensing. Depending on your business type, additional permits may be required. For example, businesses in tourism, import-export, construction, finance, or regulated industries may require extra approvals from government authorities. Fiji has a strong tourism economy, so hospitality-related businesses often have additional requirements related to safety and compliance. Now here's where things become long-term. After incorporation, your company must remain compliant. This includes annual filings, maintaining accurate records, and updating any changes in structure or ownership. If you fail to comply, your company can be removed from the registry. And restoring it later is often more expensive and time-consuming than maintaining it properly from the start. So consistency matters more than speed. Now let's talk about timeline and cost. Company registration in Fiji can be relatively smooth if all documents are accurate and properly prepared. But delays often happen when information is missing or inconsistent. Costs vary depending on structure type and whether you use professional services or handle registration yourself. But here's the key insight most people miss. The biggest factor affecting speed is not government processing. It is preparation quality and document accuracy. Now let's cover common mistakes. One major mistake is choosing a structure without considering banking requirements. Another is submitting incomplete or inconsistent documents. Another is ignoring tax registration after incorporation. And another big one is assuming registration automatically means you are ready to operate. And here is the mistake I promised earlier. Many entrepreneurs successfully register their company, but fail at the banking stage because they cannot clearly explain their business model or provide consistent documentation. Even a legally registered company can struggle if it does not pass compliance checks. So registration is only the beginning. Now let's bring everything together. To start a company in Fiji, you begin by selecting the right structure. Then you reserve your company name. After that, you prepare incorporation documents and submit them to the Registrar of Companies. Once approved, You receive your certificate of incorporation. Then you register for tax with the Fiji Revenue and Customs Service. Register for Social Security if you have employees. Open a business bank account with complete documentation. Apply for any required licenses. And maintain ongoing compliance through annual filings. That is the complete legal roadmap. And here is the most important takeaway. Starting a company is not just about registration. It is about building a structure that supports banking, compliance, and long-term business growth. If you understand the process early, you avoid delays, banking issues, and legal complications later. And now you have a complete step-by-step guide to starting a company in Fiji in 2026 with clarity and confidence. If you found this useful, like the video. Leave a comment about what type of business you are planning to start. And subscribe because in the next guide, I'll show you how to get your first customers fast even if you are starting from zero.